Do you know that at the beginning of the Civil War, there was someone who didn't think the war was about slavery? And I'm not talking about the South. Yeah. Now, you and I know it was about slavery. The enslaved people knew it was about slavery. The Confederate States knew it was about slavery. In fact, the Confederate Constitution explicitly supported slavery, so they knew. So then the question is, who went into the war not understanding that the war was about slavery? The answer is the North and Abraham Lincoln. I'm not kidding. The North spent a lot of time and energy begging the South not to secede from the Union, like somebody begging their lover not to leave kind of energy. That's what they were giving off. Yeah. First, there was the Corwin Amendment. They were like, what if we passed an act saying Congress can never pass an amendment abolishing slavery? Will that make you happy? Will that make you stay? Yeah, yeah. And Lincoln was like, he was the incoming president. He was like, I can get down with that. Yeah, I can get down with that. And while the House was debating this, who was it? Mississippi, Florida, Alabama, Georgia, Louisiana, and Texas all joined South Carolina in seceding from the Union. Do you know 5 states actually ratified the act? Yeah, they ratified it. One of them ratified it in 2022. Next, some enterprising senators came up with suggestions for some convoluted amendments. Okay, this was called the Crittenden Compromise. And what are some of the amendments? Never abolishing slavery, strengthening the Fugitive Slave Act, because why not? What's there left to strengthen? Anyways, expanding slavery, but only below a certain, I think it's longitude, latitude, one of those. Anyways, but expanding it throughout the nation. Okay, but this time, incoming president Lincoln said, "No, I said I was against expanding slavery." So that one was a no go. Yeah, we both see it, don't we? Right? The North has been begging and pleading, please don't go, please don't go, please don't go. And their solution to the problem was, we will give you anything you want in regards to what? Slavery, right? Right. So, war is happening. War has broken out. Their solution is the Crittenden-Johnson Compromise. It was introduced by 2 Southerners, one of them being future useless President Andrew Johnson. Yeah. The compromise was a message to the slave states assuring them that they did not want to interfere with their rights to slavery. Why are they going to war? The North says they are going to war to restore the Union, not to interfere with the rights to slavery. Lincoln wanted the compromise because he needed to retain the loyalty of the Unionists in the slave-holding border states of Delaware, Maryland, Kentucky, and Missouri, as well as reassure Northerners who would fight to save the Union, but not to free the slaves. So we're talking about states like New York. Yeah. So really, they are sending a love letter to the North saying, hey, boo, I know you want to keep, the black people in bondage to work your plantation. I know you want to keep the black people in bondage to breed those slaves. And we don't want to stop you. No, no. We are fighting to win your love. Come back to us. Yeah. For the Union, in the beginning, it wasn't about the slaves. It was about keeping the Union united. For Lincoln, it was about keeping the Union united. Until they realized that they needed to free the slaves to win the war. Then it became about slavery. I have to add something. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. For some of those senators and representatives, it may have been about keeping the Union together. But for a lot of those congressmen, they knew it was about slavery. They're not stupid. They knew it was about slavery. When they left the chamber, they knew it was about slavery. They could do all the political posturing that they wanted to. They could do all the political maneuvering that they wanted to. But when they left the chamber, they knew it was about the South's right to own people, period.